What's up everybody, it's Matt Karma, and in this video I have a very important message that I need to share with you. And it's based upon the language that a lot of people use, and I've certainly used, where maybe you've tried something, right? Or maybe you're in a situation right now and it feels like you're just banging your head against the wall. You're trying to improve the situation, you try a strategy to improve the situation, that doesn't work. So what do? You try something new. You go try that new strategy, that doesn't work. Then you try this thing, then you try this thing, then you try this thing. And you feel like you've tried so many things, and then you generalize by saying that I've tried everything. How many of you ever said that to yourself? When you try to improve something and you genuinely feel in your body that you have tried everything. I've been there, with one of them being coffee, which I'll tell you the story behind that in a second. When you try to do something and it doesn't work out, it's very easy for us to generalize and create this general belief that we have tried everything. And what if you saying that is actually preventing you from finding the solution to improve your situation? Which is pretty damn obvious, but one of the things that we need to start doing is to become hyper aware of the language that we use, because the language that we use determines the experience of our life. I really need you to get that. The language that you choose to use on a daily basis will dictate the experience of your life. Whether life is hell or whether life is heaven. A big part of it is created through language, and the reason is because we can't really control anything that happens in our life besides the meaning that we give certain situations. And we can't control the weather. Some people probably think that they can with rain dances and shit. We can't control what happens to the economy at some level. We can't really control even our thoughts. Some people say, yes, Matt, you can control your thoughts. Really? Don't think of the color black. Whatever you do, don't think of the color black. Don't think of a monkey right now in your mind. Don't think of a monkey. Do not think of a monkey. Whatever you do not think of a monkey. We can't control our thoughts at some degree. The one thing that we can control is the meaning that we give certain situations. And meaning is created through language. Become hyper aware of the generalizations of certain situations. A generalization is, I've tried everything. Nothing seems to be working out. If you would have tried everything, wouldn't you agree that you would have the result that you want? Isn't that true? That if you would have tried everything, you would have had the result that you want. I used to think about that with coffee because I believe that I tried to stop drinking coffee. Tried, that's a key thing, right? I tried to stop drinking coffee. At least, I would say 10 to 15 times. I don't know the exact number, but 10 to 15 times. I said, okay, cool, this is it. I'm not drinking coffee starting Monday. This is it. Day 2, I'm drinking coffee again. It was so damn hard. It was this big addiction. Now, maybe for you, maybe there's a habit you're trying to change, or maybe there's a situation you're trying to change in your life, and you feel like you would have tried everything. But if I would have said it to myself, I would have stopped trying. And most people say that they've tried everything after 2 attempts or 3 attempts. And right now, there is a light bulb above my head, right? There's so many different people who argue about who actually created the light bulb. But Thomas A. Edison, right? Thomas Edison, based on the story of what I've heard who created the light bulb, Thomas Edison tried to create the light bulb 10,000 times. He attempted to make the light bulb 10,000 times before he actually created the light bulb, which is very fucking specific, 10,000 times. I don't know who the hell was counting. I do think there's some bullshit to that story. But anyways, that's a lot of times, right? 10,000 times that, imagine this. Let's say you try to lose weight, right? And you go on YouTube, you watch this person on YouTube, and he's like, hey, in order for you to lose weight, just do X, Y, Z. And you're like, cool, I'm gonna do this for a week and see what happens. You step on the scales a week later, it doesn't work out. I'm like, cool, let me do this again. Let me go on to this YouTuber. And the new YouTuber, he says, okay, in order for you to lose weight, do this. And then you try that strategy for a week. That doesn't work out. Imagine repeating that pattern 10,000 times. That is what Thomas A. Edison done. Have you tried to improve that situation 10,000 times? Not just by doing the same thing, but trying something different. Have you tried 10,000 different strategies? Here's a key rule that you might want to adopt. I invite you to not use the word that you have tried everything until you have tried at least 100 new strategies. Not 5, not 10, not 15, not 20, but 100 at a minimum. Until you have tried 100 different strategies, not the same strategy, or maybe for some of you, you need to actually stick to the same strategy, but just for a little bit longer. Right? And this is a key thing with somebody who says that calorie counting doesn't work. Calorie counting works if you're following the right type of strategy. Like somebody could do calorie counting. This is just in relation to weight loss, but it will relate back to your life. Someone who wants to lose weight and they start calorie counting for like 3 days, that if they just do that for a little bit longer, they're going to start to see the benefit. If they're actually making sure that they're counting their calories correctly, they're measuring their food, they're measuring the right brands for the food on MyFitnessPal, they're tracking everything, they know exactly how many calories they need to have if they want to lose weight, half a kilogram a week or a kilogram a week. They need to make sure that they know these things. For you, how many things have you actually tried that was different? Was it 5, 10? And how long do you give yourself before you actually give up trying that strategy? And you'll notice that there is a pattern. Because how we do anything is how we do everything. If you try to do something for a day and then stop, there's usually a pattern of you starting something, stopping, starting something, stopping, starting something, stopping. One of the best things that you could do when you feel like you've tried everything, 2 things. Number 1, model someone who has already done it. You see, success will leave clues. When you see somebody who has the result that you want, there is something that they are doing that if you model and duplicate exactly what they are doing, you have the same result. I need you to really get that. Let's say that you're trying to stop smoking, and there's somebody who has stopped smoking. If you find out their strategy behind it all, and you start to do what they are doing, you will stop smoking. So maybe the best thing that you need to do for your specific situation is you actually spend some time on Google or finding a coach who specializes in what you're going through, and actually start to reach out to them, because if they have done it, they can teach you how to do it. So that's the first thing, and that's in terms of the strategy side of things, trying to actually get through what you're trying to get through. Finding somebody who has a result that they want, that you want, and actually duplicating exactly what they did. That's why I love books. Right, for multiple reasons, but it's crazy how many people don't actually spend the time to read books or just learn in general, develop themselves, which is amazing because you're doing this right now. But reading a book, right? There's no books around here, but years of trial and error has been synthesized and put into this little book or big book, right? And now I get to digest everything that they've been going through without going through what they've been going through. I get to find the lessons through the pain without going through the pain. The second thing is to find references of people who have gone through what you've gone through, or even worse than what you've gone through, and that will create the belief within yourself that you can get through this. When I was thinking about stopping to stop coffee, right? This is a while ago. I remember looking at Russell Brand, and this is this dude that really inspires me. One of the many reasons, is because he was a drug addict, right? Now here's this dude. There's multiple people out there who have been addicted to cocaine or meth or so many different drugs, right? And then they turned their life around and they gave up that. If people are on this earth and they've been able to give up a drug, surely I can give up coffee. Because when you put that comparison in there, your situation becomes so much easier for you to deal with, because you know that there are people who have gone through much, much worse. That's why I love reading autobiographies. I love reading Oprah's story of how much shit that she went through. Conor McGregor, that's the dude that inspires me so much. How much he has went through to get to where he is. And when I suddenly look at those people, I look at myself, because anytime that someone inspires you, anytime that some person's story moves you, it's because at some level it is reflecting something within you that you have. And did you get that? Anytime that you get inspired by some other person, there is something within you that you're seeing in them. You're seeing yourself in them, which actually inspires you. And that's the same thing with some type of personality trait that they have. If someone is motivated or something like Will Smith, this is kind of going off track, but not really. Will Smith is a dude who I really look up to as well, who inspires me because of how free and how loose and how humorous he is. And that's because it reflects something within me that I've kind of shut down as a kid, being shy and being bullied and being said to shut up and shut your mouth and not really talk. Because in primary school, I was this energetic kid. I was very playful, just always having a good time. And then as I went through high school, I was told to shut down, right? And he points towards something within me to be more expressive, to be more humorous, to be more playful. So yeah, that's just a little side note. Went a little bit off track there, but I really hope this video has helped you out. You haven't tried everything, because if you would have tried everything, you would have that result. So keep your head up, find a strategy by modeling a process that actually works, by finding somebody, reading a book, because if any challenge you've gone through, there's probably a book on that. It's anything. I don't care what the challenge is. If you look online, there is a book probably on that. So that's number one, modeling a process that works. Number two, finding references of people who've gone through much worse or the same thing as you, and then using that as creating an internal belief within you that you can get through that situation that you're going through. Because without the belief, you're not even going to take action. So I really hope that you enjoy this video. Leave a comment down below. If you're watching this and you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. And until I see you guys in the next video, remember to love all living things. And most importantly, love thyself.